Hola, amigos. Welcome to Spain Impossible. I'm your host, Jim. Just wanted to jump on here today and talk a little bit about why I want to leave the United States and go and live in Spain at my age, which is over 50. So stick around to the end of the video. I might have, a little nugget for you at the end. And I will be right back to talk. Hey guys, thanks for hanging out with me today. It's great to have you here. If you're new to the channel, take a moment and subscribe. Give me the old thumbs up. You're going to want to stick around because I've got three main focuses on this channel. Moving to Spain from the USA, losing 100 pounds in a year, which is my Fat Loss After 50 vodcast, and also how to get out of a mountain of debt after you've had to run up all of your credit cards because you had some health issues. Which leads me into the number one reason I am interested in moving to Spain and getting out of the United States before I get to the point where, it's retirement time and yada, yada, yada. Healthcare is significantly cheaper, and if you have not seen my healthcare cost video, Spain versus the US, I'll link that down below. It's the healthcare in the United States has just gotten out of control. It's just, there's no other way to describe it. My wife's one of her prescriptions is, I think it's $1,300 a month here in the States. Over in Europe, it can be had for less than $100 for the month. I don't know why. It's the same drug made by the same manufacturer, but here in the good old USA, it's $1,300 a month. So healthcare is the number one reason. I don't want to grow old here. There's a statistic out there. I think it's the average person needs between $350,000 and $400,000 just for health care after they retire here in the United States. What does Spain offer? Even if you want private health care coverage, you don't want to be just on the public everybody has it plan, less than $1,400 at age 55, less than $1,400 a year, with zero deductible and zero copay, prescriptions that are a hell of a lot cheaper. I don't really need to look into it too much further than that. But I will link also down into the description to a video on another channel that I happen to follow. These folks moved to Portugal, not to Spain, but they have some of the exact same reasons for getting the hell out of the United States that I have. So after healthcare, well, what else is there? Well, I don't want to grow old in this country because I have seen firsthand. I used to, when I was a contractor and had a transportation company, I used to deliver drugs to nursing homes as part of what I would earn income doing. And let me tell you what, even the expensive ones, the ones that cost $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 a month for your loved one to have a room there, it's ridiculous. They are way understaffed. I mean, the number of prescriptions I was bringing to these people just blows my mind. 20, 30 prescription drugs for these people. That's all got to be covered somewhere. You lose everything. Even if I had $1 million nest egg in my 401k, which I don't have, which is part of the reason for this whole YouTube thing and my other business and trying to do some different things here. It gets eaten up by your healthcare costs. Yeah, everybody says, but you get Medicare at 65. Have you got any idea what Medicare doesn't cover? That's why there's a Part A, Part B, Part C, and Part D. And some of those you have to pay out of pocket for, and they can get pretty expensive. And a lot of them don't cover certain prescriptions. So you got to pay out of pocket for those. Or they only cover a certain dollar amount for the year for prescriptions. Once you hit that, you're paying out of pocket for the rest of it. So if you need nursing home care, you have children or don't have children, and you need to go into a nursing home. If you have the money, you can pay for one of the nice ones that, maybe $8,000 a month for you, as long as you can sustain that. But if you have to go the Medicare and Medicaid route because you don't have any money, I've been in those nursing homes too, the state-run and government-run nursing homes, and I don't want to be there. That's all I'll say about them, is I don't want to end up there. And I don't have millions of dollars in savings. So I'm going to end up there if I stay here in the United States. On top of that, the cost of living is cheaper. And in the future, I'm going to be doing some cost comparisons, cost of living. But on average, from what I've learned so far, I should expect a 30 to 40% savings in Spain on what I pay every month here in the United States. 30 to 40% lower sounds pretty freaking good to me. And I also don't need a car in Spain because there's trains and buses. Their public transportation is fantastic over there, depending on what city I decide to settle in. And everything's within walking distance because they don't have food deserts, which are the old part of town that there's no grocery stores in and nothing really that's useful to anyone that has to live there because, that's where the rents are cheap and that's where, people tend to go there because they don't have a car, maybe. They can't get to the suburbs. Our country is laid out completely based on you have to have an automobile. Whereas over in Europe, their cities and their towns are laid out on not having a vehicle. I don't plan on having a vehicle, so I save my $300+ car note every month, and I save my $300 plus on insurance every month. So there's a $600+ a month savings just by moving there because I will no longer need a car. So aside from costs and aside from healthcare, what else could there possibly be? Well, there's the 300 days of sunshine on the Costa del Sol. I live in the northern U.S. We're lucky to get 75, 80 days of sunshine a year. Better weather, anyone? Well, in the U.S., you could move to Florida, Arizona, Southern California. Still need a car, still have to pay for insurance, still have the skyrocketing healthcare costs, and the cost of living in those three states is 20 to 30% higher than the state I live in now. So let me see, I've got to keep the car, keep the insurance, continue to pay through the nose for all the healthcare costs, and somewhere I've got to find an extra 20 to 30% to live in these nicer, sunshinier states of the United States versus saving money on healthcare, not needing a car, insurance payments, and saving 30 to 40% on routine daily costs of living in Spain. Are you following me yet? Like I said, at some point in time, there may be a big enough community on this channel where we're all moving to Spain together. We'll even get our own private jet to fly 30 or 40 of us over there. Of course, you got to qualify for the visas and all those good things. Those things are going to be part of the research that I do on this channel. And hopefully I'll get to speak to some people that are actually, bring some live streams on with people that have been through the process, people that have documented their stuff on YouTube. I would love to talk to some other YouTubers that are doing content in Spain now. I'm just kind of preempting it and doing the before stuff too. I will continue to obviously do YouTube once I'm in Spain. And maybe it would be nice to talk to some experts, some immigration attorneys, some realtors over in Spain, that I'll be reaching out to over the course of, my 2 years plus that I am having to wait to move to Spain. And the only reason why it's going to take me that long is I have to pay off a mountain of debt. I don't have to. You can go to Spain with debt. But I don't want to. I don't want to carry this credit card debt, so I want to get rid of it. I'm going to sell my car so I don't have to worry about my car note. All that stuff's going to be gone. The only thing I have to worry about is living, because that's why I'm moving to Spain. I want to live. I'm tired of the hustle and grind. So that brings me to the next one. And I promise that'll be the last one for this time, because this video is already dragging on long enough. And if you're here, thank you for staying with me. I try to have fun with this. I try to make it fun for you guys. And the last one that I'll talk about today is living. Instead of being stuck in this hamster wheel of go, 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 go. I raised 6 kids here. You don't think I know about the hamster wheel? I've worked 2 jobs at times. My wife has worked 2 jobs at times. It's tough to keep up with the Joneses, and I'm tired of it. I'm getting close to retirement age. So I want to be in Spain. If I'm working, I want to work in order to have a life, which is something that America has not figured out yet. You live to work here. You work and work and work and work and work. Where do you have time for the life? So for me, I am moving to Spain because I want to live. I want to be living and enjoying my life. So it is about lifestyle. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you got value from this. If you did, hey, help support this channel by subscribing, giving me the old thumbs up. Hey, drop a comment down below. And I'll tell you what, check out the video that I have linked in here. Granted, they moved to Portugal, but real good common sense stuff. I really enjoyed the video, and I left a comment on the video, and they're interesting people. And all they did was move from the U.S. to Portugal. So it's only a little bit different. They share the Iberian Peninsula. And, if you got value from this, help me out. Help keep everything on this website free. Help keep these videos coming for free. There's a QR code up there for buy me a coffee. Hey, man, go over there and buy me a coffee. Starbucks doesn't need a friggin' coffee anyways. They've got millions of customers. So send something my way. I would appreciate it. Leave me a comment. I try to respond to my comments within 24 to 48 hours. And hey, you know what? Come along for this journey, because it's going to be one hell of a journey.